All right, welcome. So this is the new math program that we're going to be using this year. It's called ALEKS. I've used it about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's really an effective tool to help with your math, as it kind of helps you progress through at your own pace and doesn't give you a million problems in a row about a specific topic. So if you know it, you move on. If you don't know it, it helps you along the way. So let's take a look. So what I am in a student view. I'm going to explore the student module. And so what I want you to do for this first day of virtual learning or distance learning, whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to walk you through what you're going to be doing today. So basically, you're going to be logging in. So you should have gotten a login sent to you in your Schoology messages. So if you haven't done that yet, take a look. And then what you're going to be doing is logging into ALEKS. And so once you do that, it's going to give you a little tutorial. So right now, it's going to say connect you to your student account. So this is what it should look like right away when you log in. So there are a couple things that you are going to be doing. It says you are going to do an initial knowledge check. So what that is it basically is going to give you an assessment right off the bat. So the purpose of it is just to determine where you are with your math. And it doesn't say like, yeah, you're doing a great job with your math, or no, you're not doing a good job. It's just where you are. We're focusing on improving. And so we need to know where you are in order to help you out. So you would take that. Sometimes you might get just a little quick brief tutorial on how ALEKS works and how you can input fraction bars and how you can graph lines and things like that. So I tested mine out earlier, so that's why mine's not popping up. So you're going to give it a little test. And so basically what you're going to be doing is, I tested this earlier, so I'm on question 3. And so it gives you some options, right? So one of the things it says is, what is 80% of 56? And so sometimes there's a calculator and it tells you what it is kind of up here. Sometimes there's not. So if you don't know what 80% of 56 is, then there's this I don't know button. And guess what? That I don't know button, that's okay. If you truly, truly, truly just don't know, then what you can do is just press it. However, it's going to impact your score and it's going to like go down or whatever, but that's not the end of the world. And what I would suggest first is take a guess. If you don't know what 80% of 56 is, that's okay. So you could say, I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe 48. And so you're going to say, hey, 48, and then you're going to submit it. And it doesn't tell you if you're right or wrong. At the very, very end, it tells you if you're right or wrong. That's okay. So then it just gives you a bunch of these questions. And the goal is to just get through it. Okay. And some it's going to say, I don't know. And some it's going to say, hey, I do know. And I'm going to do as best as I can. So remember, you're doing this from home. So please, please, please limit your distractions. Turn off your TV, put your, phone away and things like that, and really try to focus on this. You're going to need a pencil and like a piece of paper as well to help you out. So what you should be doing, rewrite the fraction in the sentence below as a percentage. In 2012, a fire destroyed 11/20ths of the crop. So you're like, oh no, 11/20ths. I got to convert that into a percent. So if you haven't converted that into a percentage, then you are going to not know how to do it. And then you just press, I don't know. But if you do remember, it's like, hey, oh yeah, I'm going to have to convert that into that denominator into 100, and multiply that by 5. Then I'm going to take the other one and multiply it by 5. And then I get, 55. And it's like, oh, that's 55%. Oh, cool. And then you submit it. Then it gets you to the next question. And you keep going through this. Notice this one is the 6th grade one, so it talks a lot about like fractions. And maybe, you're really good at fractions. And maybe this fraction part, you're not the best at, and that's okay. So it's just going to give us a starting point of where you should be. And then it says, hey, also this other stuff. So translate the sentence into an equation, and then you need to use a variable, so you need to write some algebraic equations. So basically, you're going to go through this to the best of your ability. If you don't do very well, that's okay. That's where we're starting, and that's your initial knowledge. So let me know if you have any questions. Go all the way to the end. Please, 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 please do not press the skip knowledge button. If you don't know it, just don't know it, and that's okay.